Welcome to Axe-Fx Tips and Tricks. In this episode, down here. In this episode, I'm showing you something that you need for your MFC 101 pedal board. Hi, I'm Max Hayes from the band Psychedelic. As you might have seen, I've switched over to the MFC 101 pedal board from Fractal Audio. I was using the Rocktron All Access board before, and on that board I was using stickers that you make with a Dymo machine to mark out what was on the buttons on the pedal board. My first plan was to do the same thing on the new board, but the surface on the MFC was not so good to add stickers to. So they wouldn't sit for that long and started to come loose in the corners. So I had seen some others user of this pedal board that was using some pre-made stickers, and I was looking around for that kind of solution. By subscribing, you won't miss any of my weekly Axe-Fx tips and tricks videos. So I came across the kick tag labels from Zenrigs. The first set I bought from eBay, and they were the model that was one surround for every button. Luckily, Zenrigs have developed this design because these were moving around a lot on the board. But now they have a design that includes all the buttons on every row instead. And this works much better. Today you can add up to 3 kick tags to every button. I got my hands on the surround model they had before the current model, so I could use them with some of the labels that I bought from eBay in the first place. I've seen some other models of labels that you're using with the MFC 101, but the one that I saw was pre-labeled with the names already, so I really like that you could custom build your system and name your own labels with Zenrigs. One really nice feature is that these labels glow in the dark. It is actually some really advanced technique to be able to do this. As you can see here on the back, there's a little battery that will charge when you play your guitar. The battery will charge depending on how much gain you're using, so if you play heavy metal music, these labels will almost light up your room, but if you're a jazz player, they will not light up at all. I'm of course just kidding. The thing on the back is just a magnet that will stick to your pedal board. You have a lot to choose from on the Zenrigs webpage, and there's a lot of options to customize your pedal board. I really like the designs on many of the buttons coming from older guitar pedal designs. As you can see, I have chosen to use small labels that show what button that works with the looper in the Axe-Fx. It's very handy to be able to see that on the pedal board, so I can really recommend to add that to your pedal board setup. Did you know there's a new Axe-Fx Tips and Tricks Facebook page? If not, I'll see you there in the future. Because I come up with new ways of laying out the layout on my pedal board all the time, I really like the options to be able to move around the labels and even add some new ones in the future. Nowadays I use the scenes on the first 4 buttons, but I have 5 other labels that I can add if I want to go back to have presets on the first 5 buttons again. The guy that runs Zenrigs has been very helpful, and he's always a happy guy to email with, so I can really recommend you to buy your tags from Zenrigs. He also makes tags for other pedal board solutions as well. There are some really cool stuff for your expression pedal, and there are other cool things on his webpage, so go and check out Zenrigs on the internet. I hope that I've answered all the questions from people wondering what labels I have on my pedal board now. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and please help me make these videos by subscribing to this channel to support more weekly Axe-Fx tips and tricks videos in the future. I would really appreciate it if you help me out by liking and sharing this video on the internet, because as you know, sharing is caring. And as always folks, use it for good, not for evil.